Hi everyone. This week is Parshas Bamidbar, a new sefer. Bamidbar tells us about the counting of the Jewish people as they make their way into the wilderness and their organization as a cohesive group by their tribes surrounding the Mishkan, God's tent. That will hold them for the next 40 years. Wow. On the eve of this video, it will be Yom Yerushalayim. The reminder that God bestowed the chesed, the kindness, since 2,500 years, since the Jewish people had sovereignty over the entire Yerushalayim. Yes, in the clouds of October 7th, we still have to remember the kindness and the awesome responsibility that God has given us back His city to tend, to take care of, and to nurture back to the final redemption. And finally, the holiday of Shavuot, we celebrate the giving of the Torah. And we read Megillat Ruth, the story of Naomi and her family, and the great acts of kindness that were done to a widow, or widowers, two widows, if that's how you say it, widowers, and how those acts of kindness bring forth Malchut Beit David, the final redeemer of the Jewish people. I heard an amazing story about kindness and chesed, because we really never ever know how far and to what extent our chesed will impact other people's futures. There's a story of a family, had 7 children. The youngest was 32 years old and not married. The parents decided to visit Kibbutz Lavi, to go up north to a hotel, and they decided to invite their single son. And the son said, fine. He agreed to join them. And on his way up to Kibbutz Lavi, he noticed he was running out of gas. And he stops at a gas station. And it's only a little bit before Shabbat. And he notices in his rearview mirror, there's a woman in a car with children who is crying. She's beside herself. He gets out of his car and he says, what's wrong? How can I help? And she tells him that by accident, she filled up her car, not with gas, but with diesel. And she won't be able to get home. And her Shabbos is going to be ruined, and she doesn't know what to do with the children. This young man says to himself, look, take my keys, take my car, go home. She can't believe it. She said, let's meet here after Shabbat. We'll work it out. Just go home. And the young man calls his family to pick him up. They hear this story. They say he's crazy. This woman cannot believe that this stranger has given her car to him. After Shabbat, they meet back up at the gas station, and the woman says to the young man, tell me what I can do for you. How can I repay you? And he says, nothing. And the parents say, whoa. Help our son find his barsheret, find his partner in life. At that moment, the woman goes on Facebook. She tells over the story, and she says, anybody who thinks they have someone of interest for this young man, please contact me. You can imagine that shortly, after a short time, her Facebook was filled with possibilities, and she's going through each one. No. She gets to the 12th one. She says, I think I found something. She contacts the girl. She contacts the boy. She says, please go out. I owe it to your parents. Please, just go on the date. They go on the date, and sure enough, they get married. Who would have thought that Hashem had set up a situation where an act of kindness would bring these two families together, to bring a lady who by accident put the wrong gas into her car, this young man who decided to step up? That's who we are as Jewish people. We're reminded that on Shavuot we have to be unified as we receive the Torah, to be unified as we journey through the wilderness. And yes, to be unified behind Yerushalayim, to step up when it's necessary. I hope you enjoy what you hear. I want to again thank Shani Taragin for this great story. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Yom Yerushalayim Sameach, Shabbat Shalom. And if you like what you hear, please pass it on.